So the update details are here for this week. However, these are directed at the Korean version, so are still open to change, and we can wait for confirmation on Wednesday for us in global. There are some interesting changes, like new recipes, making it far easier to get the trial rewards, of which you should not miss out on every week. There has been announced a new skin, not sure how much I like the look of it, and a new battle pass for them, of which we can see most of the details for our own battle pass by checking the in-game event calendar. So let's go through everything you need to know in this video. So to start, looking at the update notes, we can see they've done a bunch of battlefield, this being battlegrounds adjustments, particularly the hit points of those golems. At least that's what I believe they are. I will admit I have yet to do a Battlegrounds match. I just haven't had any time with all the grinding, doing the dungeons and trials and abyss dungeon farming, and I'm supposed to be on holiday right now with my girlfriend. But then we have the trial change with regards to the points. You may not know what these are, and I've seen the confusion with quite a lot of people. When you do these trials, you're getting a score, but this score does not correlate to these accumulated points. It is only related to your rank rewards when the week comes to an end. I'm rank 78, so I can expect to obtain these 2 Nebula Conquest chests. Maybe I'll play the trials a bit more and push the rank a bit higher, as we did only like a tier 4. I don't think I was recording it, but here's an example of a tier 2. It shows you the final score, and you might think this would correlate to your accumulated points, and that's not correct. If you look on the main page here at the bottom, it will show you at what level, this being tier 4, how many accumulated points you will obtain, and then down here how many accumulated points you actually have. I have over 15,000, which means I'm at the point where I can claim all of these rewards. We can click claim and you can see we obtain them. And there's some decent stuff, but the grind is real. You could just farm tier 1 over and over and you're just getting 1,000 points every time. So that means you're going to have to do that 42 times within a week to get these top rewards. It's not bad. A Nebula chest, a new Chaos rune, and all these crystals, runes, pouches. Not something I think we should be missing out on, but it is a bit of a grind. And this patch does seem to half the amount of matches we'll actually have to play. Now instead of 42, you just have to do 21. And that's absolutely reasonable because every time you beat these, you can open the chest at the end. As long as, of course, you have the currency to do so. And these chests are actually better than doing the 4-star dungeon queue, at least right now, because people may not know the mechanics of these 2 new dungeons. The one with the elephant's pretty easy, but this one people mess up on all the time. So if you're wanting these rewards, you can actually still get them through the trial queue here. Again, you will always obtain a tier 3 item, and there's the full list here, and this is just Kirtaki, easy 2-star dungeon, and you can just beat it on tier 1, and you will obtain the ability to open those chests twice if you have Da Vinci's, and these accumulated points, which you will then be able to obtain and claim these rewards depending on how many you've earned. So every day you're getting a recharge of these tokens. You're going to be running that trial anyway, so you can go to party matchmaking, go to dimensional trial, and you can even get the random party matchmaking bonus chest. So this is what I recommend you do. Just queue up here. I can go as tank as a DPS on tier 1. It's pretty easy as long as I have enough self heals, rather than doing the random epic queue. Same rewards, just the added effect, you're getting those accumulated points and these bonus rewards, and this will be every single week. This is going to reset on Thursday. You can see the date right here, and then there'll be new rewards you can accumulate. So yeah, don't miss out on that, and this patch should half the amount of dungeons you actually need to get to the top. So just some extra PvE content you can do to get some extra rewards. Looking here, they seem to have added some new recipes for this gear right here. I'm actually not quite sure what gear that is. Requiring 80 of the new adventure coins means it's going to be one of the tier 3 gear pieces with a set bonus. We have 3 available. There are 7 in the game. The steel set is already there. This is from Nebula. I don't expect it to be craftable. The hunter set, that's also here. It's named the Slayer set. I don't expect this set to be there, but the Lightning Strike set, that's currently not displayed here. So that must be the set that should be craftable. And this simply gives you like a bunch of evasion and endurance shred if you go for the 4-piece. So this is the set I believe they'll be adding to the store, as the only other set here is the one with the healing, which is correct to be there. So yeah, just mainly directed for PvP. If you wanted this set, you'll now be able to craft it. Next up in the patch notes, they've just added in the weekly missions the change so that you gain the Blessing Pouch. So this should be the new Nebula pouch, not these older plateau ones. And a bit of an adjustment to the lithograph book here. Some entries. Some minor changes here then to housing, fixing some furniture placement and materials. Change from wood to paper and excellent wood to excellent paper. And doing some system error correction. So yeah, then we can have a look at what's coming with their Battle Pass and the new outfit. So they have released this trailer of that new outfit. This, I believe, here is the female character, and you've got the weapons that go with them too, like the daggers, and then a bit of some animations here, and they should show then also the male outfit, this being the great sword, and they show from the feet upwards, and I guess it's somewhat unique. Not really my personal taste, but there you have it. You can see some screenshots here as well, and there's no option to like change decorations within the weapon skins too. Yeah, I guess they're kind of cool, but again, not really my personal taste, and we should be getting an orb with that too. Those pictures are not loading. There we go, they did now. That's the spear, and then that's the orb. They are also getting their battle pass, which should bring this skin and all these resources. We can have a look at it when the patch is actually live tomorrow, but it does highlight everything here that you need to know in terms of all the rewards that they will be getting. However, our battle pass is pretty much always different. We can check our event calendar and we can see the skins we'll be getting. This outfit most likely, can pause that right here, with these materials, these emotes, and what looks like another ammo toy. If we check the Mirror Boutique, the outfit should already be here, this Necromancer outfit. So yeah, you can view that on your own character as well, whether that's male or female, change colors how you want, and also experiment with removing the decorations and whether or not you want the headpiece. But what this does mean is Academy Star, the current Battle Pass, will be ending when this starts. So make sure you're spending those remaining star crystals. You can complete the remaining tasks like AFKing in Nebula if you don't actually want to do it. Although I do recommend if you have the free time, because those stones can be used to purchase some new tier 3 chests. You can view the merchant and you can view these Greater Nebula Conquest chests, and it shows the list of the rewards here, and it's guaranteed you get one of these. It doesn't even include the older tier 2 Nebula items, so you're always getting a tier 3 gear piece, which is great. But unfortunately it's not exclusive to just Nebula items, like you can still get a bunch of resistance stuff. And yes, they have added those items to the solo dungeons here. If you want to do the nightmare difficulty, you do have that 5% chance to get these Nebula drops, but that 5% times 3 is still about 7 weeks before you get a Nebula drop, and then it's not guaranteed which one you get. So I still wouldn't rely on obtaining a Nebula item for your build. You either get lucky and incorporate it into your build, or you just accept that your luck's not good enough and you just need to create a build without them. That's what I'm doing. But yeah, that's it for the patch notes and everything I wanted to cover. Don't miss out on those trial rewards. You can do the trials right now, and I would suggest doing them through the party matchmaking to spend your dimensional 2 tokens rather than going to the random epic queue here. So thanks all for watching. Another special thank you to the support of my channel members, and I'll see you guys around.